Sabay-sabay natin alamin ang mga kaganapan na nangyayari sa ating bansa. Yo, what's up mga kaibigan? This is I2K po again. Ngayon nandito ulit tayo sa channel ni Banat Kapanig TV. Dito naman ulit tayo magbibigay ng komento at reaksyon. Kaya samahan niyo guys, let's go!
Ito ang breaking news ngayon. Trending ngayon sa social media ang di umano'y balita. Senadora Risa Hontiveros hinimok si Justice Secretary Boying Rimulya na sabihan ang mga DOJ prosecutors na huwag i-delay ang paglilitis sa nakakulong na dating Senadora Laila de Lima upang tuluyan di umano itong makalaya. Pero bago ang lahat mga kapanig,
sa lahat ng hindi pa nakasubscribe mga kaibigan kay Banat Kapanig TV, mag-subscribe na po tayo at huwag nyo rin pong kalimutan mag-subscribe dito sa aking channel.
Bago ka pa lamang sa aming channel ay huwag kalimutang mag-like, subscribe at i-click ang notification bell para mas maging updated ka palalo sa lahat pa ng bagong video na i-upload namin. At ito na nga mga kapanig, matatandaang panay ang panawagan ng European Union at ng Amerika na palayain na si dating Senadora de Lima. Ngunit kinontra ito ng mga kalyado ni dating Pangulong Rodrigo Roa Duterte, lalong-lalo na si Congressman Rodante Marcoleta. Dahil wala daw di umanong karapatan na manghimasok ang mga banyaga sa ating justice system dahil maayos di umano ito at nagpapangsyon. Sa isang pagdinig sa Kamara, imunungkahi ni Senadora Risa Hontiveros kay Justice Secretary Boying Rimulya na pagsabihan ang mga prosecutor ng DOJ na huwag ipadelay ang paglilitis sa nakulong na dating Senadora Laila de Lima upang tuluyan na itong makalaya. Anya ni Senadora Risa Hontiveros, concerned di umano siya sa natanggap ng mga update sa kaso sa legal team ni dating Senadora Laila de Lima na ang panel ng
Concerned siya mga kaibigan kasi kapwa niya dilawan yun.
prosekusyon ay masiglang tumututol sa pagpapabalik kay Rafael Ragos sa witness stand para iharap sa kanyang pagbabalik tanaw. Anya ng senadora na dapat ang akusado ay dapat di umano'y mabigyan ng pagkakataon na ipresenta lahat ng imposibleng legal defenses at bakit daw tinututulan ng DOJ na pwede daw umano ito mga testimonya nila na gamitin para ebidensya sa kaso ni dating Senadora Laila de Lima. Sagot naman ni DOJ Secretary Rimulya, natural lang di umano na di magustuhan ng prosecution ang maging hostile witness ang kanilang testigo. Dapat ang paggamit ng affidavit of reconciliation ay mahalagang irepresenta sa korte, ma-examine ang gumawa ng affidavit at ma-cross-examine. Ang kabaliktaran lang daw dito na sila ang witness ng prosecution na i-cross-examine ng prosecution. At kung gusto di umanong tumistigo ng tao nila, ay wala di umanong umaawat at malaya din sila na titistigo. Nang lumabas ang balitang ito ay hindi naman mapigilan ng marami sa ating mga kababayan na magbigay ng kanilang hinaing at komento sa mundo ng social media. At ayon pa sa kanila, salamat Sir Congressman Rodante Marcoleta, ang tagapagtanggol, ang tagapagpahayag ng katotohanan. God bless you always and God bless the Philippines. Tama po kayo, Congressman Rodante Marcoleta. Sumama na lang po kay de Lima, total pareho namang di makatao sila.
Dapat sabay-sabay na lang bitayin itong mga ito, no? Nang hindi na pamarisan.
Dapat po kasing makulong na po si Risa Hontiveros. Tagal na po yung kaso sa PhilHealth, kaya nga hanggang ngayon ay nandyan pa rin po ang Risa Hontiveros na yan. O bakit di kasama si Virus? Please di nyo mapakulong siya. Si Risa kasi nga dahil siya ay isang mahabang kurakot. She's so cute and admirable. Both are so better taste. Bakit kasi nga dahil senador siya kaya di siya mapakulong? Kulong na lang yan. Dapat ikaw isunod sa babaeng ito sa jail. Ha, yun ang tama. Silang dalawa sa loob ng kulungan magsasama. Masaya kami pag magsama na yung dalawa sa kulungan, si Hontiveros. Kung totoo na nalustay ang pondo ng PhilHealth ay isama na kay de Lima yan para matahimik na. Salamat Congressman Marcoleta. End quote.
Reports also state na yung DOJ panel ay parang nakaka-delay sa hearings sa pamamagitan ng paghingi ng continuance at every possible opportunity. Posible po bang igarantiyan nyo sa committee ito, sa komisyong ito, na i-instruct nyo yung inyong mga prosecutors na wag nang maging cause ng anumang delay at sa ganung paraan, respetuhin yung karapatan ni dating Senador Leila to speedy and impartial trial?
Yes, ma'am. Hindi ho natin papabayaan na mag-delay ho ang prosecution. In fact, yan po ay rule na po ng justice system natin. Now, for every day that it is delayed, we lose a witness. Yan po, kaya hindi ho trabaho ng DOJ panel na mag-delay po ng kaso kasi hihina po ang kaso.
My personal view is that the role of the ICC is to end impunity and to establish the rule of law to punish specific, serious, and grave crimes. But as long as the country is in a position and capable of maintaining its judicial system, meaning to say it is fully operational, the ICC cannot impose its own standards of investigating and prosecuting accountability. And even in the event that the offender is absolved by the national court of this country, it is my humble view that the ICC cannot review the judgment of the national court. Do you concur with this personal view, Mr. Secretary?
Yes, Your Honor.
Salamat po, Mr. Chair. Made a statement that there will be more injustice and even more impunity under the presumptive Marcos Duterte administration with you at the helm of the DOJ. And a community pantry organizer also posted in her Facebook that she is very, very uncomfortable with you as DOJ Secretary because of your history of red tagging several personalities. Could you care to comment, sir?
Your Honor, red tagging, if you think about the term in terms of etymology, was invented by members of the progressive groups to defend themselves. Meaning to say, many of the progressive groups who were aligned with the enemies of the state, like the CPP, NPA, came up with the term, red tagging. Your Honor, I'm more confused now because I do not really know how to call people who kill our soldiers and people who kill our policemen or people who kill our civilians. I do not want to call them heroes, Your Honor. I just want to call them by their name. So if I am called, if they say that it's red tagging, Your Honor, I'm just saying the truth, Your Honor. I'm not casting aspersion on anybody. I'm just calling a spade, Your Honor.
Are you done with your questioning, Congressman Marcoleta? One more? It's now the turn of Senator Cayetano.
Good morning, dear colleagues, Mr. Chair, our Secretary-to-be. Mga manifestation lang, Mr. Chair. As I said in the previous hearing, napakaraming i-bring up pero siguro sa budget hearing and sa ibang pagkakataon because I don't want to entangle it in his confirmation, especially if we believe that he is in his integrity and that he's very much qualified. First, sundan ko lang po si Congressman Marcoleta sa human rights. The best way to deal with human rights in our country is not to weaponize it. Wag i-politicize, wag maging partisan issue yung human rights. So kung may human rights violation, let's call it. Mali yun. Di ba? Mali, kahit anong mangyari. Pero kung ibabago-baguhin natin yung terms, tapos police lang ang pwedeng magka-human rights or yung nakaupo lang, di ba? In fact, napakaganda ng reputasyon natin abroad. Pagdating sa OFWs at saka sa mga issues ng migration, tayo nagli-lead sa human rights doon. Pero meron din po talagang iba't ibang grupo worldwide, no? And remember, this is a political group at may funding din dito, no? At ang pagkuha ng funding dyan ay pag-represent kung gaano kasama ang human rights violation ng isang administrasyon without balancing it of what you're doing naman, no? So, we will have an opportunity because yung ating periodic review sa UN is coming up. And siguro we will judge it then, Secretary, kung fair ang presentation ng administrasyon na ito o hindi, no? Secondly, Chair, I'd just like to manifest two items that I think pwede natin ipakiusap na tignan kaagad ni Secretary. Kung hindi pa niya tinitignan, pero tinitignan na niya dahil binanggit na niya yung corruption sa BID. On the other side of corruption is since tinanggal yung overtime, talagang hirap yung marami nating mga nasa BID at minsan grabe din yung overtime, yung trabaho. So parang balansehin natin yung dun sa kanilang income. But I've noticed the few times that I've used the international airport, may mga bakante pang immigration na pwedeng buksan, pero walang tao. So parang humahaba ang pila. So I know it was the DOTR who inspected, but since the immigration is under the DOJ, if the secretary has not already given instruction, may he take a look at this or maybe a surprise visit sa NAIA para lang sa convenience ng atin mga kababayan. No? The other matters, Mr. Chair, I will take up at the appropriate time, but I'd just like to manifest that I've known the nominee to be, the appointee to be someone who's a no-nonsense. Buti wala nga mag-o-object dito. I think it's the right time and the right place. Wala atang sigmaro ngayon sa CA. Mhm. So, eksakto yung paglagay sa'yo. But, you know, no matter how we manifest how close we are to Secretary Boying Remulla, I'm sure na ang magiging rule niya tama is tama, mali is mali. So, I will not manifest how I work with you because I know we'll judge everything on the merit. So, thank you, Mr. Chair.
Cayetano. Senator Revilla is recognized.
Yes, Mr. Chair, good morning and to all the members of the CA. Mr. Secretary, may kababayan, may kumpadre. This is somehow parochial, but it concerns on LRA, the Land Registration Authority. This is mainly about nationwide property mapping, which is crucial in national land use planning. Have you heard about the situation that LRA is selling LARES project maps to local government units? And what is your opinion on this?
Your Honor, I only heard about it now, about LRA selling LARES maps. I'm about to meet the LARES group now in a few days, Your Honor, to find out about the thrust of the LARES project in the LRA. And we're just hoping that the digitization and the modernization of the LRA will lead to transparency in all transactions, Your Honor. These maps, Your Honor, I do not know why they are selling it, but I will look into it, Your Honor.
Yes, this would be a big help to local government units, which we were a part of. We were in the process of digitizing our tax mapping in the city of Bacoor, where I served as mayor for the past 2 years, and you were also my governor during that time. And I do believe you will be a great help in this undertaking, Mr. Chair, Mr. Secretary. Congratulations in advance. Thank you.
Thank you, Your Honor.
Thank you, Congressman Revilla. Before we proceed, I am in receipt of a manifestation of support coming from one of our colleagues, Congressman Jose Padjernos, who is on travel abroad for the confirmation of the ad interim appointment of Attorney Jesus Crispin Katibayan Remulla, the Secretary of Justice. Let this manifestation form part of the proceedings of this committee. Any other questions? Is that a manifestation or are you going to move? I have one final manifestation.
No, I would like to ask the chair if we are going to recommend this confirmation to plenary.
In due time. In due time.
In due time.
Yes.
Okay, just a manifestation, Mr. Chair. I just would want to put on record that I do not have any objection with regard to the confirmation of the nominee, since he served as the chief of staff of my mother when my mother was senator from 2001 to 2007. I think he was the chief of staff of my mom 2002, only for 1 year, no? And he served as the head of the presidential management staff of my father when he...
At ito na nga mga
At yun nga po mga kaibigan, dito po nagtatapos ang ating reaction video. Muli ako po si I2K ng Sundalo ng Dunggalo at 811. Maraming salamat sa patuloy na pagsuporta. Yeah, peace out.